Hey guys, this is a compilation of all the footage from my week in the Telluride, Ouray area of Colorado. Absolutely beautiful scenery, stuff like that, a lot of good wheeling. The most hardcore trail was Poughkeepsie Gulch. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably going to butcher all these names throughout the video. But that's the trail that was like the hardcore that I did. So most of the footage in the beginning is that, and then I just put a couple clips from some of the other trails I did. There's longer full-length videos on each trail on the Patreon page if you guys are on there. But this place is awesome. I know this is different content than I usually have on this channel, and I know the editing isn't great. I'm doing it in the truck right now camping. But wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's beautiful and, very accessible, awesome off-roading to do out in Colorado. See Gulch. The gentleman I just spoke to said I had no business being on this trail in this truck. He said it just like that. This is the one I've been waiting to do. It's the hardest one in this area. Yes, I am entering a little bit late in the day. Alright, this area is kind of famous for being a pain in the ass. I can't really see what the common line here is. Part of me wants to just put my tires way up there, but I guess we'll try the harder line first, which would be down in the rocks. Suspect we'll be using some skid plates and some rock sliders here. Oh, this is something else. Right, so to the left, recommended for all stock vehicles. To the right, recommended for high clearance, four-wheel drive, winch, and lockers. Well, I have a four-wheel drive, a winch, and a locker. The sun is in a very annoying place for this trail right now. Let's take a look at this up here. This seems a little sketch for body damage. I accidentally backed myself right onto this giant rock and it is stuck on there. Quick when it hit it and it wedged itself in there good. Yeah. Woo! That was fun. I guess it is. Hold that. I would have loved to have had the time to play around here a little bit more. Super fun spot, a lot of different lines you could take, some of which looked really dangerous and off camber. So what we did was we took the straightest line right up the flattest part that was really steep and used the winch. Got through there very quickly and effectively. None of us wanted to be there for the dark, and we had a long ride out even from this point. Goes right. He's over. Perfect. Come on. Perfect. Just like that. Yep. Nice and slow. Yep. Now just come to me. Right here. Come to me. Now straighten out. Straighten out. There you go. You're down.
You got her, man.
Well done.
So that was a ton of fun. Ended up using the winch because I would have died otherwise. Plus it's getting late. But now I'm wheeling with one of my favorite new vehicles that I've never had the chance to wheel with, which is the new short wheelbase Bronco. So super stoked about that. That is probably the most capable truck currently on the market. That short wheelbase is awesome to watch, dude. Looks like we might be through the car to score stuff, but there still seems to be a lot of little fun shelves. And this part of the trail after the hard part is still better than anything else I've done. So this trail gets a 10 out of 10. Look at this lake. Wow. Oh, I love this place. Here's a couple of clips from Mineral Creek. I love this area. I camped there 2 nights and it's a really fun trail. How's it going? Right here is what I had some video of some Jeeps and 4Runners coming up a couple days ago. Now I can't really see much more, so I'm just going to look at my camera. You got to kind of straddle that ravine and let it suspension flex as much as you can. Just go real slow. Let her flex on out. Let's see if I scrape here. That 4Runner scraped his hitch. I think I managed to one-up yesterday's campsite. Thanks, Michael. This is at the top of Yankee Boy Basin. This shot's coming down from Yankee Boy Basin just to give you an idea what that trail looks like. It really isn't that challenging, but it is kind of loose and rough. All right, I finally found a really good climb, and I've got the GoPro on the front bumper recording, this camera on my head recording, and the drone is hovering up there recording. This is a fun steep spot on Sydney Basin off of Governor Basin. Multi-train select doing its thing. So I'm trying to use the drone here to get that third-person perspective. It's hard with the shadows and being by yourself and stuff, but doing the best I can. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But this is pretty cool. You can see the MTS working very well here. I have an open front differential, but as soon as it starts to slip, you can see that wheel hits, the brakes hit on the passenger front wheel, and it pulls through. That wheel is actually in the air and it didn't free spin. So MTS is way better than an open diff. I do have the back ARB locker engaged here, and it went right up it really. Just barely used the passenger rock slider right there. Just kissed it. But that's actually pretty steep. I know it's hard to tell. So here's another little climb that's just after the one I showed previously. It's a little bit looser and a little bit steeper, but the GX really went right up it, no problem with these crappy tires. I'm actually pretty impressed with the performance of these Coopers out here. I haven't got a flat yet, knock on wood, and you know, they're gripping well on this sort of stuff. But yeah, went right up it. MTS working well, ARB locker absolutely flawless, and yeah, you can really see it loading up the rear suspension there and the front unloading, just kind of show how steep it is. But yeah, this was a really fun trail. It's recommended like as a green, but I think it's more of a blue-red. It's off the side of Governor Basin. So still coming out of Imogene Pass. It's a long way down, but look at this scenery. That's the road I'll be on in a second. God, it's breathtaking. These shots are from Ophir Pass, definitely my favorite easier trail. This crazy landslide action, this entire shelf right here. All right, we're on one of the coolest parts of the pass. There's this giant wall of rocks next to us. I'm still letting crawl control do its thing. I actually saw a Rivian R1S over by California Pass, kind of heading towards Mineral Creek. Pretty awesome truck to see out in action. McLaren derived sway control, air suspension, fully adjustable, everything. And this guy has been cruising through these trails. A lot faster than me today. Unfortunately, it's so dusty, we're not gonna be able to see all that much. But that's probably the coolest thing I've seen out here, with the short wheelbase Bronco being the second coolest. Oh, it looks so smooth. Here we go. See it do a little obstacle action. Went right up it. But man, there is not a nicer place to work on a truck. Oh man. The temperature's perfect right now. This is in manual mode, first gear, rock. All right. Diff is locked. This is the bypass for the gnarly part. And it looks pretty gnarly itself. We'll see. Tire traction, that looked. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, not much of a bypass really. Still pretty sketch. Corkscrew Pass, Hurricane Pass, Poughkeepsie Gulch. Interesting. Let's go up here because it's like, I think the one trail in the area I haven't done yet. If you started rolling. Yep, California Pass, elevation 12,960 feet. This clip is heading down Corkscrew Gulch. I did pretty much every trail in this whole area. One of the red mountains there, I'm not sure which one. Every night, I've just had amazing campsites. Found this randomly, looking at the motor vehicle use maps, the MVUMs, and this is in the Uncompahgre Forest, and these are all legal campsites, and it's right at this wall amphitheater, I think that's what they call it.